Alrighty guys, so one of the things I really wanted to talk about is how to get Yaba fast, as he is like the second best unit in this update. So we're gonna talk about how to get him fast, okay? And yeah, let's get this video started. So please, we're trying to get to 50k subscribers before this year ends, and I know that sounds much more likely now. So if you want to help me reach 50k subscribers before this year ends, then please don't forget to like and subscribe, and we might be doing some Game Pass giveaways, Battle Pass giveaways. Okay, we're gonna do a Battle Pass giveaway at 45k subscribers, so please subscribe right now. So I'm just gonna cut the BS here and keep it straight with you guys. There is no fast way to do Yhwach, but I am going to be giving you guys some tips to kind of make it a lot easier for you and tell you guys which is the hardest thing about rifts, essentially. Okay, but we're gonna go to a public server right now. Okay, so as you guys can see right here, in the public server, rift spawns in 25 minutes. So essentially, the rift spawn for public servers and private servers are very different. So hopping public servers might actually be a good way to do this. But here's one thing that you need to know. Rifts are pretty much impossible to solo. It's like, if somebody asked me, can you solo rifts? I would probably just rather ask them, is the grass green? Is AB plays the GOAT of Anime Vanguards? It's pretty much the same thing, right? Anime Vanguards rifts are impossible to solo. Even with like a full team of monarchs, it's impossible to solo it. It's simply made with other players in mind, and that's essentially the hardest part of this entire thing. You cannot do this without players who has good units. Like, you don't really need a full team of monarchs, but you are going to need some strategy, and you are going to need a good team with no one leeching, which means that you are going to need to hop on over to Discord, because rifts are going to be impossible to solo if you don't have a good enough team. So number one tip that I can give you guys is hop on over to Discord, and you know, that's essentially where you're gonna be doing the rifts. You're gonna be looking for people who can do rifts, and as you guys can see right here, rift in 5 minutes, 7 minutes, 10 minutes, rift in 7 minutes, no cap, join this link. So I am gonna try and join one of these links. Okay, so I'm in one of the servers right now, and as you guys can see, this server right here is gonna be pretty packed, probably, because there's a lot of people trying to do rifts as well. But different servers are going to give different rift spawns. Just as you can see right here, this rift has, you know, a rift, while the earlier public server I was in did not have it. So I'm gonna try and remove Yhwach right now, replace it with somebody like Gojo, Infinity, and try and do it with these guys right here. So okay, this is 6 of 6 already. Okay, the hardest part really for this is number one, finding the actual rifts. Number two, finding people to actually do it with that won't get you cooked, because you can't just do it with anybody because of the difficulty of the rift. But the good thing here is that there is a pity, and you only need to do somewhere around 10 to 15 rifts in order to get Yhwach, because there's a currency that you can buy called Vowstone that can pretty much guarantee the unit in the next rift you do, which is pretty good. However, you're gonna have to do 10 to 15 rifts first, and that isn't exactly easy because of how difficult it is to find rifts in the first place. And yeah, it's not exactly very difficult. It's not exactly very easy. I mean, I would say that this is probably going to be close to impossible without a Discord. If you don't have a Discord, this will definitely be very difficult for you because of how difficult the rifts are. And pretty much everybody's on Discord to do this. Like, if you don't have friends to do it with, you are going to have a hard time without Discord. But one thing to take note of is that the rifts are pretty, you know, difficult, but again, with 6 people it's gonna be much easier. And again, this one right here is what I was talking about. You're gonna need around 10 to 15 portals or rifts to get 500 to actually get the Vowstone. But just get the Vowstone, your next rift will give you Yhwach. If you don't get Yhwach before, you know, 10 to 15 rifts, but since he is 2%, chances are you probably won't be getting him that quickly. And yeah, that's pretty much it. There's really no fast way of doing this. The fastest way you can really do it is by just simply hopping on Discord and looking for people to do it with on Discord. That's literally the fastest way to do it. There's no other faster way to do rifts. There's no shortcut to getting Yhwach in under 1 hour. You are going to need to spend at least like half a day perhaps to get him. and that's just the way that he was designed. But I guess it is worth it because Yhwach is a very powerful unit, and he is pretty powerful. So it is, in my opinion, worth it to get this guy. So I think farming and spending 1 hour or half a day to get him, I think is pretty worth it, honestly, because of how good this unit is. There is this weird bug though where 4 people, I joined it with 6 people, and now there's only 4 people here. There's only four people here now. That's actually kind of sad. All right, so since we lost 2 people, we're just gonna do it just so that I can show you how it works. Because yeah, this is just too much, dude. I don't care anymore. I'm just gonna do it with these guys. Okay, I'm just gonna place my Gogeta as well, and I'm gonna place one of these, and then yeah, this is the one thing that I kind of really do not like about this, because they... Alright, I'm gonna place some Saber as well. Maybe upgrade my Gogeta. Boop. Okay, so we actually managed to do it. That's actually pretty nice. We actually did manage to do it. So I got 33 rift shards right here. So if you multiply that by like 10, that's gonna be 300. You could get around 50 rift shards from this one, I think. So if you do the math yourself, you could get like 500 rift shards, which is actually pretty crazy. Now, the one thing to take note of is this might actually be bad for you or might actually be good for you, is there's a thing called MVP rewards for rifts. And essentially what MVP rewards is the more if you're the one who got the MVP, you're gonna be the one who's gonna get 2 times the rewards. And oftentimes in order to get MVP, you are gonna need Monarch. So if you have Monarch, this is gonna be good for you, because if you can get the most amount of damage in that specific rift that you're doing, you can easily get Yhwach in under 7 rifts, because I believe you could get like 80 rifts or even 100 rift shards per rift you do if you can get the MVP reward. That's how crazy the MVP reward is, because you're getting 2 times rewards actually. So if you got Monarch or some other, you know, yeah, it's pretty much just Monarch actually, then you can easily get Yhwach in under like maybe 3-4 hours. Maybe even less than that if you can consistently get the MVP reward. So yeah, I mean, if you have Monarch, this is going to be a lot easier for you, and if you don't, it might actually be slightly harder for you, because you're not going to have that MVP rewards, you know. So yeah, my opinion right now is if you want to do these faster, save your trade 3 rolls for very overpowered units, try to get Monarch on them, and try to always get that MVP reward. So that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.